Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. So again, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, listening, viewing, subscribing, and listening, hearing. I truly appreciate you guys being here. And again, we will continue to make more exclusive content along with more public content. You can be able to check out Patreon along with Spotify for either way that you want to be able to listen to the exclusive content. It is there. So yes, we are going to continue to talk about music, and I would like to talk about Mya's second album, Fear of Flying. So I already had spoke on her debut, Mya, so be sure to check that out. We have reached over 100 episodes now. We are at 102, and I am again so grateful that you guys have been able to tune in and listen. And we will continue to look into more as far as just all around. So thank you again. And yes, let's get into it. So Mya's Fear of Flying is the second studio album by Mya, released on April 25th, 2000. So her first album was released literally 2 years prior. So all of 99, I'm sure she was just promoting and just touring and just getting this album pretty much ready. It says right here that she started to record September 1999 up until March 2000. So yeah, so by the fall of damn near 99, she was like, yeah, I gotta continue to work. So yeah, it was released on April 25th, 2000 by University Music Entertainment and Interscope Records. Following the success of her debut album, Mya, 1998, Interscope promptly allocated the singer's studio time and assembled recording sessions beginning as early as September 1999, which concluded in March 2000. For the record, Mya made the conscious decision to become involved more creatively, opting to pen her own lyrics after securing a publishing deal to launch her own publishing company, as well as collaborate with a wider range of established producers and songwriters on the album. Looking to embrace a more mature sound, Harrison consulted and collaborated with a bevy of producers, which included Rodney Jerkins, Swizz Beatz, Wyclef Jean, Nobody, Robin Thicke, Tricky Stewart, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So it's something because like they just said, she wanted to write her songs, and she secured a publishing deal and to be able to launch her own publishing company, which she was able to do independently. You know, this was around the time where it's like, okay, you know what, maybe I can just, you know, why not? Let me just get the pencil and just, okay, like why not? You know, and I think that a lot of artists really have to show that side too, and should, because writing credits, they go far. A hip-hop soul album, Mya described Fear of Flying as a metaphor for the ups and downs of life, a theme present throughout the album, which includes handling things like an adult and knowing you must have faith to make anything happen. Lyrically, the album's material addressed the singer's romantic relationships, which symbolized her relationship with family, friends, and acquaintances, noting that Fear of Flying is a reflection of being in love for the very first time, experiencing success, and the fears of fame. Upon its release, the album received mixed reviews from music critics, citing some of the album's tepid material. Commercially well received. Fear of Flying debuted with a top 20 placement at number 15 on the Billboard 200. Initially, though, the album stalled on the charts until the release of the album's second single, and in turn solidified Fear of Flying a hit, garnering multi-platinum success. To keep the album's momentum, nearly 7 months after its original release, Fear of Flying was re-released with 2 new additional songs on November 7, 2000. In support of the album, 3 singles were released: The Best of Me, Case of the X, and Free, which attained international chart success due to the album's success. Fear of Flying earned Soul Train Awards and MOBO nominations. Considered her most expressive effort to date, Fear of Flying helped establish Mya as a household name in mainstream media and redefine a golden age for R&B. In April 2020, to commemorate the album's 20th anniversary, Universal Music Group released an expanded edition featuring over 10 rare remixes and bonus tracks. And then they said that the album kind of just did much better when the second single was released. Sorry, y'all. I had to think about something. And then it just popped up as I was thinking about it. I'm like, which song are they talking about? And The Best of Me was released March 22nd, 2000, but they're talking about Case of the X. And that was released July 11th, 2000, which as of tomorrow means it's been released for 24 years. Yeah. She just wanted to do things a bit differently this time around. Mya considers her first album an experiment and a learning ground. Prior to entering a recording studio, she had no vocal training and was doing improv breathing the whole time on every song. With Fear of Flying, she acknowledged she learned things such as how she likes to work and what works right for her in the studio. On Fear of Flying, she received vocal training and noted her vocals got along better with live performances. Mya explained that the album was about independence. She acknowledged with Fear of Flying she became more confident while commenting on a lot more straightforward things I didn't know how to say or when to say. I'm saying now. During the recording process, Mya explained she clicked more with producers that like to start from scratch, commenting, "It allowed me to be involved with the process. They were interested in what I had to say, which made me feel good about myself." And just for her to take the time to say, I'm going to take some vocal training, why not? But the critical reception, people named Fear of Flying their album of the week and called it an unexpected treat, though commenting that Mya offers no bold new sonic innovations. She does breathe life and sass into a genre too long held hostage by formula. Let's get into the track list, guys. Well, yeah, commercial performance. In the United States, Fear of Flying debuted and peaked at number 15 on the Billboard 200 and at number 7 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart with first week sales of 72,000 copies sold. In its second and third week, the album sold an estimated 42,784,000 and 33,907 copies respectively. 13 weeks after its release, the album sat at number 109 on Billboard 200. During its chart run, Fear of Flying remained on the Billboard 200 for a total of 52 consecutive weeks. Towards the end of 2000, Billboard ranked the album as the 144th best-selling album in the US, which at the end of 2001, it was ranked as the 178th best-selling album. On June 8, 2000, the album was certified gold by the Recording Academy, denoting shipments in excess of 500,000 copies. While on March 28, 2001, the album was certified platinum by the Recording Academy. By May 2003, the album has sold 1.2 million copies in the US alone, according to Nielsen SoundScan. She did good over time. And she could have just definitely had more people appreciating her in this time. But you know, we're looking at April 25th, 2000. You know, a lot of people are releasing more music. There's movies coming out. There's so much going on in the year 2000. And like I said, with her first album, she came out at a time that people were like, okay, we have to really acknowledge you. And it's like, yeah, I'm an artist, you know? So let's get into the track list. Track 1, Turn It Up, intro featuring Swiss Beats. Track 2, Case of the X. Track 3, Ride and Shake. Track 4, That's Why I Wanna Fight. Track 5, Pussycats. Track 6, The Best of Me featuring Jadakiss. Track 7, Lie Detector, featuring Beanie Man. Track 8, How You Gonna Tell Me. Track 9, Grandma Says Skit. Track 10, Taking Me Over, featuring Left Eye. So Left Eye actually made an appearance on this album too. Okay. Track 11, Now or Never. Track 12, Fear of Flying. Track 13, Flying Interlude. Track 14, Can't Believe. Track 15, No Tears on My Pillow. Track 16, For the First Time. Track 17, Man in My Life. Track 18, Get Over, outro. So with the reissue, they had Free be track 3 instead of Ride and Shake. Ride and Shake actually is not on the reissue. From what, well, it is, but more or less at the end. They had it on as track 17. Yeah. There's not too, so the UK reissue bonus tracks, they had Whatever Chick, and then the Case of the Ex Sovereign remix, and Get Over, which is track 20 for the outro. But yeah, there was just a few remixes that were reissued to promote the album. It is a good album. There are a couple of underrated songs on there as well, and I've been meaning to kind of re-listen to this album because, you know, there's a lot of albums that, you know, we listen to, but we need to just listen to, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, we will be back with more.